Hey guys, welcome back, and this is Tia on Tia Talks, bringing you Black and brown people to the forefront to share their stories. And today we're here with the Brendon Alexander.
The Brendon Alexander.
Yes.
Hello guys, thank you for having me, Tia. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Well, how you feeling today?
I'm hot. It's like starting to warm up in New York. The shit is not cute. You know, I haven't gotten my summer body yet, so.
Right, but I've been seeing you be working out and stuff. What's going on with that?
You know, image development, like what I do for other people, I'm starting to do for myself now, so, you know.
Bless. You are a stylist, a celebrity stylist.
Celebrity and editorial stylist, image architect, creative director.
Oh my God, that sounds so professional.
I love you, Tia. Okay.
I love that for you, all those titles. It's beautiful. So when did you get started in, you know, working in fashion and helping artists?
So, you want the long story or the short story?
I want...
The medium one. Let's do the medium.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we're going to do a couple of abbreviations. So, I studied at FIT, and then, like, my freshman year, I got a internship at W Magazine. From W Magazine, I was interning for a couple of months. Then they moved me with stylist Michelle Cameron. She worked for like Blackground, and she did like Harper's covers and things. From there, her assistant like took me to Alexander Wang. From Alexander Wang, I went to work for Katie Mossman. Katie Mossman hooked me up with Marnie Stefan. And then we had the Mrs. Carter World Tour. But Marnie wasn't like Beyonce's stylist yet. I was doing background for the Mrs. Carter Tour. From there, then I started like getting into fashion PR, PRC I worked at. Then I was like doing a couple of like assistant freelancing jobs, you know. And then I just decided like, oh, let me like be a stylist. That was the first time.
Okay.
You aren't allowed to be a full-time stylist without like financial support, you know.
Okay.
No backing means no money. So you basically, like for me personally, like I worked 4 years for free before like actually getting paid. Yeah. So like for styling stuff, like, and then my first like celebrity client was like J. Cole. We did the Night Job video with him and Bass. And then I got Jason Derulo. From there, I was able to quit my job and then like actually like be a full-time stylist.
Right.
And it's been like 6 years now.
Wow. I can't believe you were like basically working for free.
That's what I tell people. It's not about the monetary, like the connections that I gain, like with the showrooms and with like clients. Like the first person that hired me was somebody that I had met during my free trial period of like styling. So like that got me the J. Cole job. Yeah.
Okay, so when you're working with artists, what is that consultation like? Like, is it like
process.
A phone thing, or is it in person, or
it's
FaceTime?
Mostly a phone thing, but now since like post-pandemic things, it's like a Zoom call, so like you can get the emotion. So like when I was working for Sony, it was basically like, that's why I say like I'm an image architect, because I would come in and we would put it in a plan. Like they wanted me to like image develop, like, and I would always get the newest artists. Like, so like Flo Milli, for instance, like I sat down with her team at RCA and we developed a whole plan for what we thought would be best for her like career path.
Right.
And then it's just like a 2-hour consultation. Then you finally meet the artist, and then you do all their promo stuff. If they fuck with you, you like move on from there, and then becomes like a developed friendship relationship. I'm not really friends with like my celebrity clients. Like I treat it as work, you know.
Okay, so is there ever a time where, like you said, Sony or somebody like a label, like a big machine like that, has this idea for what they want their artist to be, and then the artist has like a clashing idea of how they want to present to the world?
Honestly, it's majority all of the time. So with a lot of the times, and like I'm not gonna name names, it's like they don't even tell the artist what they're doing. They don't even see their own video treatments. And I'm like, a lot of people that I do work with, and they have like complete autonomy, But when you're like a newer artist, they don't really give you the breakdown of like what we're doing, like what your career path is going to be, what we want you to do, like how things are supposed to be done. And mind you, this is the breakdown of how basically labels work in this time and era is like, okay, we're signing you for $4 million. We're gonna give you this X amount of money for you as an advance, but you basically have to make that money back. And if you sign for 3 albums and you spend all of it on the first album, then it fucks you up. And that's why a lot of people don't go where they're supposed to go. But if you have a complete control over what you're doing, then you get a better sense of like things creatively. But most of the time, a lot of them don't know. Like they just show up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. So let's talk about you a little bit. So where has styling taken you?
Well, it's taking me to Dubai next week.
Oh my gosh!
So that's gonna be funny. I'm doing a fashion show and photo shoot. One of the brands that I work with, they got picked by the Dubai Fashion Council, and like I've been rocking with them for 3 years. So
Wow. So you've been to Dubai before then?
no, I was supposed to go to Dubai like a couple of months ago.
Okay.
But like I don't like doing things by myself. I don't like to travel by myself. I don't like,
Okay.
So like I was supposed to go with Tyra Banks. So
Yeah.
she like was doing something for Armani there. They opened up that mall, and then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna jack it.
Okay. So how many years have you like been doing this job professionally?
So 6. So I was working at Leban.
You were working at Leban?
Yeah, I was
Lebain?
like doing like the door and like coat check, and
That
the
was your
pool
job
hostess.
before styling?
It was my job during styling. So
Oh.
remember how I mentioned like I was like assisting
Yeah.
and doing things and trying to like pop my styling career. So I always worked in fashion because I have a degree in fashion design. But like it was just at some point in time it's like I couldn't balance both. So I was like, let me just go to nightlife. I go outside anyway all day. It kind of worked
Right.
because I was able to style in the daytime and work at night. So I like was doing the like door there and like making more connections. My first year as like an independent stylist, like a real like professional stylist, all my connections came from Lebain. Like, oh, why aren't you there? I'm like, oh, I'm styling full time. And they're like, oh, come and do this, come do that. I know this
Wow.
person, I know that person. So yeah.
Okay. And then so how did you connect with Tyra Banks?
So with Tyra, it's really funny. I'm pretty sure Jara doesn't even know this story. So there's this photographer, Jara, and she does like all of Cardi B's like photography and videos, well, majority. And I shot with her. But there's this other photographer, and her name is Mary Phillips. I think that's what her name is. And she saw me on Jara's page and was like, your work is phenomenal. And then they wanted me to do something for the London Sunday Times. And it happened to be Tyra was the focus of it. So like I did a photo shoot with her, and like it was really conceptual because I had like 3 days to prep, and like I just like I do this thing. It's like the Brendon Alexander effect. It's a hashtag on Instagram, crafted by Brendon. So crafted by Brendon is when I just come and like all the clothes just become things for me. I start shifting and shaping them. And
Right.
like, so she saw that and she was like, oh my God, you're so talented. Like, you should be like in France, like at an atelier, like draping shit and sending it down the runway.
Yeah.
So she had signed on to do Dancing with the Stars, and she kept me in mind. And she was like, I would love for you to come in and like do the show with me. And that's how we started working with each other.
Wow. So was it like a fun experience? How would you describe it?
TV is challenging.
Okay.
And I always have like the like utmost respect for people who can do things live, because like even this makes me a little bit nervous. Like I'm trying to watch myself and like do this. So like, but Tara's such a like perfectionist, and like she knows exactly what she looks good in. So it's adhering to her rules of how she sees herself, and she knows what she's gonna look like on camera. So that made it a little bit easier. The challenge was we would be doing quick changes. So we developed this sense of like people literally were watching the show to see what she would be wearing. So to keep them watching the show, we would change the outfits.
Wow.
But we had like 3 minutes to do it. One time she got caught in a corset and
What?
then like had to hold it on live TV. It was so crazy. And then that was the challenging part, you know, like just getting things made custom and like them coming from all over the world and like, you know, it was a challenge. It was a really big challenge. It really was. But I did it and I ate it.
Wow, that sounds like an experience
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless, because you worked with Tyra Banks and you were on television. So tell me about like this past Fashion Week, New York City Fashion Week. How was that experience for you?
It was good. So like I had like a little bit of like multiple clients. So I set it up where like, because I am a creative director, so I set it up as like I wanted to like most of my clients to experience Fashion Week. So I put these packages together and like I did PR for the first time in a long time. But no, shout out to like Panama and Desmond.
Okay.
Like they helped with PR a lot. And Josh Mills, like he did a dope job. So basically I lined all my clients up to like set them a set schedule on how Fashion Week would go. So they would all be together. So like I was doing Hood Celebrity and Ellie Choppa, Trap Selena, and like at some point in time I ended up dressing Cleopatra for like an after party. But like Fashion Week was dope, and like I was with NLE majority of the time, but he's like a dope kid, so it was easy.
Mm-hmm. So what's like the consultation with someone like him?
With Choppa,
Yeah.
he has a very good sense of like what he likes and what he doesn't like, because he's like a smaller guy, so he need like his shit to fit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, you know, flashy, but you know where I elevate it is like, let's make it fashion.
Right.
Like I'm always for trap shit to make it look fashion. That's a little bit of my own aesthetic, like little ghetto fabulous.
Right. So when you at the shows, where are you? Like, are you behind the scenes? Are you sitting?
I'm more behind the scenes. So like either like sometimes you'll be sitting next to your client or like sitting behind them, but I'm always running around like, because I was like stepping out of my role as just a stylist and I was in control of it a little bit. It was me running around talking to the PR people of the show, talking to the press, and like as soon as he gets up, run over there and take his photo and then whatever. So like I was at the Laquan Smith after party and it was like he was texting me like, where are you? I'm like grabbing photographers, grabbing media, like he did interviews, everything, and I was just like on it. But that's something that I learned from like my friend Josh Mills, who was like amazing at PR and like, you know, so it's just like even if it's not pre-set up, like you can grab it while you're at the thing. So
wow, okay. So you're stepping, well, so you basically you're entering like a new role, which is PR, or you've been doing it.
I do, like when, like I said, like I mentioned, like I worked at PRC, like PR consultant. It's like one of the biggest like fashion PRs in all of the city.
Okay.
And well, all over the world actually, because they have PR Paris, PRC Paris, PRC New York, PRC Los Angeles. So they have like multiple facets. So I learned from there how it works. I just haven't implemented it into my work.
Okay.
And I just focus on the art mostly, but like I'm expanding now.
Yeah.
So my creative director role, I'm taking serious. Like I can do all things.
Right. Wow. That's exciting. Mm-hmm. Are you excited?
Mm-mm.
So that means
I'm excited about the bigger checks. I'm not excited about the extra work and controlling other people. I like to work alone, but you know.
Yeah. So that means you have to hire more people.
No, I just have to onboard more people to do their job the correct way and tell them how to do their job. Like, this is the goal. This is what we're doing.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you're the leader.
Yeah, basically.
Running the ship.
Running the ship. That's the way I like shit.
I love that for you.
Thank you. You know how I am.
Yes.
You know how I am.
So what advice can you give, like, young women and men that want to enter into the fashion world? And if you could speak into the mic for this one.
So basically, it's a funny story. So like when I told you like the 4 years I worked for free, my grandma would be like, are you going to do your work or are you going to go do the free work? Right?
Right.
Like, basically, literally just do things for the experience, but with the quality level that you need to, like, get to where you want to go. Like, there's a big difference in being, like, like H&M merchant, visual merchandiser. If that's your goal and that's what you want to do, then, like, do the overnights with the visual merchandisers. If you want to be a personal shopper, start picking your most beautiful friend and, like, helping them make their Instagram pop, and you're their personal shopper. Now you have work for your portfolio. It's basically like working on your portfolio for free, making the dots connect, and just do the work. If you do the work, things will happen.
Yes, that is some great advice. Even with me too, like working, I like trying to like build my own brand, Tia's Hawks. I've had to do a lot of free stuff too.
Yeah, and you have to spend your own money sometimes,
Yeah,
majority
so
of the time. And even when you first start, you're gonna make so many mistakes
right.
that it's just like, even when you start getting paid, you're going to spend majority of your check. It's not a fair thing in styling,
Yeah.
but it is about, one, the clout level that you have, two, the, like, portfolio that you have, especially if they're just trying you out. Like, just take the money sometimes and figure it out, and, like, figure out how to pay yourself later. And I'm not saying don't pay your rent, but
Right.
sometimes shit get a little,
Yeah, you gotta shift things from
you
one
gotta shift
account
things
to the
to
other account. You gotta borrow some money.
It's just like, it is what it is. But do the work and it'll come. Like, even when it doesn't come, oh, I had a bad thought. If it doesn't come, sometimes that means you just ain't got the oil, baby. You ain't got the stuff. But, like, trust the people around you, or, like, your most upper level creative friend, and, like, really ask them that question. Do you think that I'm good? Like, I didn't just come out of the gate, like, swinging. Like,
Right.
I was friends with another really influential stylist right now. And, like, we worked on it together. Like, no, I don't like when you do that. Like, his name, shout out to Jahuli. He, like, when first started styling, I was doing men's. That's the crazy part.
Right.
And he was doing women's, and he was only styling black. And I'm like, you have to break out of that. Like,
Yeah.
but it was a thing. He developed his shapes, his concepts, like things that he used now in that time period, and, like, I helped him break out of that. And he was like, you can't be using cheap shit, like, and trying to make it Vogue level. Like, you have to correct yourself as creatives and not be offended by it. That's what a lot of people do. Like, constructive criticism is great for every creative, because you're going to be harder on yourself than somebody else is. If you think all the bad things about yourself, then nobody can tell you shit, because you're going to correct yourself.
Right. Okay. So tell me about these shapes, because you keep bringing up shapes. So how is shapes implemented in fashion?
Well, with my aesthetic, genuinely, like, I have, like, I think 4 good aesthetics that I've mastered. Like, my leather warrior, my dominatrix girl, my cool girl, and, like, that's, like, my street style thing. And then also, like, I don't know, I take materials and then I just create and build these shapes.
Okay.
Like, I just do things, and it's just like, it comes out of my head. I call it the creative Holy Ghost. It's the creative Holy Ghost. Like, once, like, I'm third looking, I'm like, okay, I have an idea. Like, and, like, oh, like, maybe insert this into, like, one time I, like, saw a stack of newspapers outside, and I was like, I'm taking that inside. And then boom.
It's just a masterpiece.
Art.
Creating something. So you make your own pieces as well?
Yeah, sometimes, depending on what, like, I have a degree in design, so that's also, like, with pattern making, you have to understand the way that the body works, and, like, what shapes and how measurements and things go. And it's something that, I don't know, I haven't, like, learned the words to speak what I feel while I'm doing it.
So you really haven't connected with that?
I have, and not, like, it just, I don't have the words right now.
Okay.
Catch me on a day when, I'm a little lit. It's just gonna pour out of me.
Okay. So tell me about, like, that mindset you have to be in when you are styling. Like where do you pull that inspiration from? Is it?
Depending on what the shoot is. If it's all
Yeah.
red shoot, then we're doing all red things. But I want to do red that nobody's ever seen before,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I want to do a moment that's, like, always my thing is creating moments. And, like, it's the Brendon effect. Like, moments are, like, what I get hired for. Because people know that, I deliver. Like, if you leave a shoot with me, I'm going to have a moment. It's going to be that one photo. It goes viral. You're going to get the most likes you ever had. It's going to be the best photo that you ever taken. Because I'm very thorough. I'm so thorough when it comes to things like that. Like, and I'm not a bitch, but I'm like, no, that ain't it.
Yeah.
The hair's not it. The makeup's not it. I don't like this look. Let's take it off. You're posing the wrong way. I need you to look at this. And, like, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I even remember when I came to your house and you was like, your hair has to be like this. You have to stand this way. I was like, okay. Yeah, because so that means that you pay attention to, like, all of it, the whole look. So give me this answer. What does image mean to you?
Image to me, I believe is like, I don't know. So I did come up with something the other day, and I had a really good moment where it was like an epiphany.
Yeah.
Ugh. I like an epiphany. And it was like, God gave like peacocks beautiful feathers to attract mates. And like, and then other creatures have things to assert their dominance. Like, you know, like porcupines, like, don't go near it.
Okay, porcupines.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, like, we have, like, energy and we have, like, our spirits to protect us from, like, you know, different things. But your clothes are your feathers. So
Okay.
that's an image. Like, you, like, literally exude what you want the world to know about you from what you're wearing. Like, I can collect data on you. I'm a people watcher, so I can collect data on you. I know your financial income, your spiritual beliefs, all from an outfit.
Wow.
I can scan you. Yeah. Like, it was
That's intimidating.
It is intimidating. And so I was in LA and my friend's neighbor comes over and, like, she, like, looks at me, like, and she just, like, looks at me up and down. And I'm like, in sweatpants and, like, black T-shirt. And I have my little Pradas on or whatever. She's like, you know, already categorized me. Like, It's just like another little, like, you know?
Right.
And she comes over with her Birkin bag and she has her little, like, COS sweater on and her Isabella Marant pants. But mind you, I knew where everything came from. And, like, she just has a certain type of face. And she's, like, standing there and she's ignoring me the whole time I'm in the kitchen. She's like, and my friend's like, do you not know who Brendon is? Like, he's major. She's like, oh, no, tell me about yourself. I was like, I don't have to, darling. I know everything about you. I was like, you have an aristocrat face. You look like you fuck diplomats. And she started dying because she was engaged to a diplomat.
Oh, my God.
Based off of her outfit and her persona.
So you could just read. You're a reader.
I'm a reader.
Oh, my gosh. And you a cooker.
And I'm a cooker. I just like the creative process, you know? I like to, like, ingredients, a little witchy.
And then put it together
Put
and
it
make
together
a
and get a masterpiece. Masterpiece is always my, like...
And a moment. We live for the moment.
We live for the moments.
I love that.
I love you.
Thank you, Brendon.
You're welcome.
For sharing. This is so amazing to just, like, learn about, like, your journey. And, you know, you have so much more, like, life in you. So where do you see yourself, like, in the next few years?
With me, I really want to, like, make an impact on pop culture. Like, I want that to be, like, you know, like, you see...
Pop or hip-hop?
Pop culture. Okay. Like, pop culture history, like, that, like, I want to assert my dominance. You know, like, when you see somebody in a corset and a white wedding gown, what do you think? Madonna. You know, where, like, I want an era of Brendon. Like, when you see somebody in neutral tones, you think Kim. You see somebody in, like, a Yeezy type fit, you think Kanye. I want that for myself.
Okay, so where are you going to start?
Oh, I got to find the right artist. And I think I may have.
Right.
And where, like, it'll be their thing, but then you get that person and then you trickle it to other people and just like, where's this look coming from? And, like, I don't need to be, like, the forefront of it. I need to, like have the fashion history books right. Brendon Alexander developed this aesthetic at this point in time, and, like, it's called the Brendon look.
Yes. And it's gonna be a moment. I'm excited for that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Wow. That's so like inspiring that like a whole stylist can just like transform an artist. But why not? Like, I know you touched on this in the beginning about like, putting some of like your creative energy into yourself. Mm-hmm. Why can't you just be the forefront?
Oh, baby, it's coming.
Oh, okay, because I'm waiting. You have
It's
a good
coming.
energy, a good spirit. I feel like people need to see you, step out in front of the cameras like, hello.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. So, like, I'm letting them know,
Let them know. Speak up. Speak into the mic. Tell them you're here.
Speak into the mic. I'm going to speak into the mic. No, I do have,
Insert your dominance.
I'm inserting my dominance.
That you're about to create a whole pop culture moment.
I am.
Yeah.
We're manifesting it together.
Okay.
Right? Okay, we're going to manifest it together, and then we'll check back with each other in like 3 years.
Yes.
It's going to be like, it'll be a moment.
It will.
I don't have like lack of faith in myself, and like everyone around me doesn't. Like, you're one of the people that are like a pusher for me. Like, no, you don't understand how people perceive you. And I'm like, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care.
I know you don't.
I don't care. So I just be chill about it. I like being behind the scenes, but like if y'all want me on the forefront, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna show up and show out.
Yeah, that's what we need.
I love you too.
Mm-hmm. What is your relationship with reality TV?
Oh, girl, I can't. I can't. I literally cannot. Like, I literally do not watch reality TV. Like, Love and Hip Hop, I know everything about Love and Hip Hop. I have so many friends on this show.
Right.
But I've never watched a full season.
Wow.
Like, I've seen a couple of episodes. But social media, you don't need to watch it. Like,
yeah.
I didn't have, like, I watch reality television for real, was like Flavor Love.
Oh my God. That's like the start of reality.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of like the hot stuff, like, like Housewives of Atlanta when like Nene was on there. But other than that, I don't really like reality television.
Yeah.
I don't like the like production like behind it. Like, if it's reality, why is it set up so fake?
Oh.
And I've been like asked to come on Love and Hip Hop like 4 times.
Oh wow.
I'm like, no.
They just need like your own you need your own show.
Yeah, so like
that would be cool, so we could see like what stylists do.
I know, but the thing about it is like, so I would say I want to be 1 part Andre Leon Talley, 1 part Lloyd Buston, and 1 part Rachel Zoe. So speaking about like, it's like, oh, where am I putting myself to the forefront? Yeah. That's like my combination of things. Like, I want to be able to go to Target and put my name on some pillows or some shit,
Oh.
Like, that'd be cool, you know?
Yeah.
But like my thing with reality television, my mama don't want to see me on TV fighting. She'll be mortified. Yeah. She'll be so upset. So like I'm not gonna even put myself out there like that because I'm respected as an artist.
Okay.
Where like it kind of dumbs down your like level in
of
like artistry, and then in fashion you're looked at a little bit crazy. Like you're a reality star and not an artist.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. But no, like if I was to do reality TV or anything, it would be like a docuseries shot in all black and white.
Okay.
Me going to Paris. You ever seen the what is it? Come to me. Yeah. Isaac Mizrahi movie?
No, I haven't.
It's so something like that, and like on IFC.
Okay.
So, and like I would do something like that. But like other than that, nah. And then like I don't really even work with reality stars because they have a showrooms have a no Love and Hip Hop loan policy. It's really bad. Like it gets deeper than what you actually think.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well, we got some insight on reality TV. Thank you. Yeah. Well, thank you again, like I said before, for coming on and sharing your story. And I'm excited to see where you take yourself in the next few years. Yeah,
we got this.
Yes.
We got this. I'm excited to see where you blossom and bloom. I can't wait for it. Like I was here first.
Yes, you were.
You don't know Tia? Oh my God. Yeah, that's going to be my thing.
I love that. Well, thank you guys for watching and listening. And Tia is out. Bye.
This show hot like the pot been cooking. Coming to your talks if you out here pushing. A&R fans and brands stay looking. You know who to call when you ready for a booking. Shorty bad, watch the way she walk. Shorty real, his pockets in New York. about to set it off.